Do you ever wake up out of bed and feel overwhelmed and just full of self doubt? Either if you're trying to change your life, start something new, or just do something you've never done before and you feel this sense of overwhelming, like self doubt. Because honestly, I've felt this so many times in the past, and especially me starting this YouTube channel. I'd never done YouTube before. I never done like real content creation. So for me to put myself out there and communicate in front of people and try to build something big, I'm trying to build a massive audience and build a massive community. And sometimes I notice recently, I will wake up out of bed and I notice when I go to bed or when I go to sleep, I have the most self doubt in those times. It's a pattern. The morning and nighttime, the most self doubt. But when I'm throughout the day or I feel good and I'm doing stuff, I don't feel it as much. And I ask myself, why is this? And I realized a conclusion. I realized we have so many thoughts throughout the day. We have so many thoughts in our mind. And I realized every thought isn't ours. Every thought isn't true. We have thousands and thousands of thoughts every single day. Not everyone is true, every thought, and not every thought is yours. Now, what I mean by this is we are programmed by so many people around us. It doesn't matter if it's friends, family, coworkers, people online, people you're watching, people you're consuming content from. These people have an impact on your subconscious. And when you hear hateful, negative, or self-doubting or limiting beliefs from others about you, or say it's just their own self-limiting beliefs on them, and you listen to that over and over again. Oh, I don't think you could do this. I don't think you should do this. I think you're going to fail at this. You haven't really been doing a good job recently. I think you should stop doing this. If you hear that shit over and over again, what the fuck do you think you're going to think? You're going to start thinking their thoughts. Or sometimes we get in our own head and we be telling ourselves a lie and it's not even true. Like, say if you tell yourself, I can never start YouTube. I can never go to the gym. That's not for me. You're telling yourself a lie. So I noticed when we wake up in the morning or when we go to bed, these thoughts in our subconscious are when it's the most strong. Because we just got out of we got conscious. When you get out of sleep and you wake up, there's all these thoughts in the back of your mind. And they come forward and you're like, you get overwhelmed. Like, I truly, if you guys ever felt like this, please leave a comment below. If you ever felt self-doubt or overwhelmed with your life in general and all the shit you have to do in the morning or night, remind yourself, not every thought is yours. Not every thought is true. And what this does is when you're aware of it, when you feel bullshit thoughts saying, oh, I can't go to the gym, or say you have a thought feeling like I'm not good enough for this, or whatever. When you lean into, oh, this is bullshit, this is a bullshit thought, or this thought is a mine, or this thought is a lie. When you're aware of it, this self-doubt, these self-limiting thoughts in your mind don't have as much power over you. I'm telling you, being self-aware is such an important factor in bettering your life. All these topics I talk about on my YouTube really has to do with being self-aware. Learning about mindset, learning about self-development, learning about improving yourself. Being self-aware gives you more control and more power over these things. So specifically, you have to remind yourself when you get a self-limiting belief or an overwhelming sense of self-doubt, That shit isn't real. Those thoughts aren't yours. Or it's a lie you're telling yourself. And when you break through this shit and you feel like you're in control, you have to be in control and aware of your subconscious thoughts. Because basically, I'm not going to go too in depth with this because I'll make a separate video. But our subconscious mind, I don't know the exact statistic, but I believe our subconscious mind is around almost 95% of our mind. And it's like the 5% is our actual thoughts, like us doing things. It's basically a program in the back of your mind that you get from others or you get from listening to a certain influencer or whatever. And it's just on the background of you listening to that over and over again, and that affects you. Either if it puts limiting beliefs on you or self-doubt or just the decisions you make on an everyday basis. And when you're aware of this, you realize I catch myself. When I wake up and I feel overwhelmed saying, oh, I don't think I could do YouTube, or I don't think I could start my own community, or I don't think I could charge for a certain service or be someone's coach. That's bullshit. That's someone else's thought, or it's a lie I'm telling myself, and I'm not fucking doing it. When you have power over it and you have to tell your own mind, that is bullshit. It doesn't keep as much power over you. But if you dig into it and you think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do this, or maybe this isn't for me, because I think like that too sometimes, and I catch it and say that is bullshit, that isn't my lie, and I'm not doing it. So just remind yourself, if you're going through self-doubt right now, if you have anxiety, or if you are overwhelmed and you're just doubting your path, doubting the decisions you're making, it could be overwhelming trying to achieve a big goal. But please remind yourself, we have thousands of thoughts every day. Not every one is yours. Not every thought is true. Just because it's in your mind doesn't mean it's true. Doesn't mean you should believe into it. There is certain thoughts that you should lean into, but you have to be aware of the bullshit thoughts. So next time you feel overwhelmed with self-doubt, catch yourself. Just take a step back and think, is this really true? Is this really my thought? Because once you start thinking like that and you're more self-aware, you will have power over it and it will have less power over you. So I hope you guys appreciate that video. And please, I'm genuinely curious. If you guys ever felt like this when you woke up or went to bed, please leave a comment.